I'm speaking as a prophet from the prophetic perspective. I'm not a politician. I'm not a philosopher or whatever. But as a prophet of God, when the Lord took me in the spirit and put on the light, I will also prophesy as the spirit lead me. I enter into the realm of the spirit, and the Lord bring me back to Nigeria to now stand in the realm of the spirit and begin to survey the country, Nigeria. And I see where people clamoring, oh, Peter, we called to this, that, and a lot of things. People want to go to court to contest to these things. And I see in the realm of the spirit, a lot of wounds are going to come out. I see too many wounds are going to come out. And when I look at the wounds, I begin to see a lot of war. And I begin to see right there in the place that is called the INEC office and all the rest of them, a lot of nyama nyama is going to come out. A lot of things, warm, are going to be out. A lot of secrets are going to open. A lot of things, hidden things, will be opened and exposed, and the rotten things will be brought out. And people will look at it and say, "Oh, this thing, rotten things that ears is not supposed to hear, especially international ears, because of what's going to happen right there in the INEC and the rest of them." Because too many people are in laughter now, too many people are in celebration now. But at the end, I see a lot of things going to twist. But as these things are twisting, and the Lord begin to ask, and the people now begin to ask, and I ask a question, and I myself begin to ask a question in the realm of the spirit: does this twist going to be in favor of the people that are saying they won the election, or what's going to happen? And the Lord took me straight away and said, this is the same thing that is going to wumble and wumble again. A lot of worm will be made open, but at the end of it all, there's what's called a no headway, because I'm seeing what's called jamming the wall. Because when the water has poured from the top of the stream, it begin to now continue from the top of the stream down the stream. So what do you need to do to make the water clean again? Because medicine is getting again. And this is what's called the water spoil from the top stream and begin to come down, and every water and everything is already spoiled, and the water now begin to, you see, brown color and different color. What shall be done to make the water clean again? And the Lord said, this is the mystery, because I'm seeing what's called jamming the wall, because of what's called conspiracy and cover up, and a lot of stronghold to make sure that worms are not out there. Which means people that are digging deep to find out, to expose. We see war, we see a lot of nyama nyama, see a lot of things, but the fact remains, is that going to be headway and seeing what's called jamming the wall? We need to pray, because God needs to help us. We need to pray that God should help us. We need to pray that God should help us in this country for the right thing to be done, because what is called the justice are not prevailing. Justice are not being served in the country, Nigeria. Justice are not being served. And this is causing a lot of cankerworm and a lot of wounds, and a lot of pains and a lot of agony. Rakatuski da Bradila Grontokoshita. Le shinta katarabala libra kido shinkaradiska mekete kalabroske vendeko karatu kaski bradile groske pa yetekele broski vadakros libra gadila groske tekemo kopokor shida kratalada. I see justice not being served. I see justice not being served. Because justice will be truncated. Justice truncated in Nigeria. Brakatos. Because if everybody wants justice to be served and also justice to prevail, they should go back to what's called a lot of court rulings in the past. A lot of court rulings in the past as touches the people, as concern the people. If justice is to be served in this country, you have to go back to what's called the court rules and court verdicts that have been passed in the past. I think I can remember one, and I begin to think and begin to crack my brain to remember what's called the court verdict, and I begin to see what's called discharge and acquitted of the man called Master Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm looking at the matter to see what finally come out of it, and I'm seeing what's called justice not served. People are still running; they want to go to the court to now look at what court is going to serve. But I'm seeing justice truncated in Nigeria. Who is saying that he does not hear and does not understand what major prophet of God is saying? The Holy Spirit has given me what's called clarity in the realm of the Spirit to prophesy accurately on what is written. Justice not served. Very clear. So, what shall we do for justice to be served? We need to go back to the drawing board and look at the past, look at the issues that are lined up, the cases that have been passed, the verdict has been passed, and look at the verdicts and begin to look at the justice and begin to come from there. Oh, la parakatoshi kata. Onyi kwenkwegario. Eze kwegari anyi kwekpere munazo. Onyi kwenkwegario. Odi mane mema. Onyi kwenkwegario. Jehovah kwenkwegario mi kwekpere mwamo. Onyi kwenkwe. Odi mane mema kwenkwegario mi kwekpere munazo. Onyi kwenkwegario. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere mnazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Kwegharia mi kwekpere mnazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere wamo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Jehovah kwegharia mi kwekpere wamo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Jehovah kwegharia mi kwekpere mnazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Jehovah kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere mwewo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Odi mane mema kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze bube kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Eze bube kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Afano meka kwegharia mi kwekpere mo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Adi mane mema kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Jehovah kwegharia mi kwekpere mo nazo. Eze bube kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Adi mane mema kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Jehovah kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Eze bube kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Jehovah kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Odi mane mema kwegharia mi kwekpere wamo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Eze kwegharia mi kwekpere nazo. Onyi kwekpegharia. Amen.